Hello and welcome. You are watching the Trey Hart 2020 channel, and this is the first of the series of Living Your Healthiest Life. Today we're going to be talking about, are you ready? Stick around. When it comes to living healthy, sometimes it's easier to make changes and other times it's not. Today we're going to be talking about some ways to know if you're ready, because I realize that there are things that affect whether we're ready for change. So here's some things to think about. Now, I want you to answer these as honestly as you can, because if you're not answering them honest, the only person you're being dishonest to is yourself. 1. How motivated are you for making your change? 1. Highly motivated. 2. Moderately motivated. 3. Somewhat motivated. Or 4. Not motivated at all. Now, write your answers down, 1 through 4. Keep them to the side. Okay? Got it? So, considering the amount of stress you have at this time, how much energy do you feel that you can focus on your current weight loss? Number 1, can focus easily. Number 2, can focus relatively easily. Number 3, I'm uncertain about how I can focus. Or number 4, I'm not going to be able to focus at all. Okay? Write your answer down. We know that some people lose weight really quickly at first, but then after a while, their weight slows down. So when it comes to you, how realistic are your expectations when it comes to weight loss? Meaning, how do you expect to just continually lose a lot of weight over a period of time? Or do you realize that, yes, my weight might be quick at first, but then it's going to slow down? So, number 1, being they're very realistic. I understand that they're going to slow down after a period of time, or they might even slow down at first. Number 2 is they're somewhat realistic. I am hoping that I know that my weight might not, will go down. 3, they're somewhat realistic. And number 4, they're not realistic at all. Basically, I think I'm going to continue this high weight loss, and it's going to keep going. Okay, so write your answers down. They're very realistic. They're moderately realistic, number 2. They're somewhat realistic, and they're not really realistic at all. Okay? So write that down. Put it down. Now, this next question's apart from like a special celebration. So you're going to knock those out of the equation. So apart from special celebrations, do you eat a lot rapidly while feeling that your eating is out of control? Now, if the answer to this is no, then that's a 1. And if the answer to this is a yes, then that's a 4. Okay? So there's no in between. So it's a yes and no. So if it's no, it's 1. And if it's a yes, it's 4. This next question is only if you answered yes to this. Okay? So if you feel that you eat quickly, or you eat a lot quickly while feeling that your eating is out of control, how often do you do this? Number 1, about once a month or less. Number 2, a few times a month. Number 3, about once a week. And number 4, about 3 times a week or more. So remember, be honest and put your answers down. Now the next question. Do you eat for emotional reasons? For example, if you're feeling depressed, or if you're feeling anxious, or if you're feeling sad. Number 1 is never. Number 2 is rarely. Number 3 is sometimes. And number 4 is quite often. Okay? So put those down. The next one is, how confident do you feel about making changes in your life? So number 1 is completely confident. Number 2 is moderately confident. Number 3 is somewhat confident. And number 4 is not confident at all. Last question. How confident do you feel that you can exercise several times a week? Number 1 is very confident. Number 2 is moderately confident. Number 3 is somewhat confident. And number 4 is not confident at all. Okay. Now you've finished the test. One of the things to look at this is there something that I possibly need to change? So, and how ready am I to, start a new diet, or how ready am I to start modifying my lifestyle? Now, just by way of note, that if you answered 1 or 2s on the most of these, you're ready. Go ahead, get started. If you answered mostly 2 or 3s to these, then you're somewhat ready, and something might need to be addressed. And look at where your 2s and 3s were, and especially if they were the majorities, and what might need to address. However, if you answered number 4, then possibly right now, I'm not saying you don't have to, but possibly right now, you might want to think about changing some of the other things that would bring up barriers to your life change. And so if you answered mostly 4s, you might want to think about changing those things before you start your life changing diet. So this is one of the things to know how ready you are. So hopefully you found this is helpful. If you like this video, press the like button below. And if you're not a current subscriber, please subscribe. Remember, your health is your wealth, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.